Hello everyone, and welcome to Edelweiss 102. In this webinar, I'm going to be showing you some of the top features on Edelweiss that you can use, that anyone can use who has a free account. So first of all, make sure that you're logged in. And again, make sure that you've already set up your home page. If you have any questions on how to set up your home page or on saved filters, then review the Edelweiss 101 video. So first off, digital review copies, because let's face it, that's why you all signed up, so that you could read some free books before they're released to the general public. Review copies can be found in a few key places in Edelweiss. The first is on your home page if you've set up your DRC widget. The widgets are customizable using saved filters. So again, saved filters, adding widgets. I have my digital review copy widget set up, and I've got my filter set for YA science fiction and fantasy. You can view available digital review copies in a more dedicated and comprehensive view by clicking into the review copies page using the link at the top right here. Once you click on the link, you can navigate to the review copies page where you can see available digital review copies. You can apply one of your saved filters to narrow the list and also to track your request. So this right now, I haven't applied a saved filter yet. It's showing me that there's 3,874 copies, digital review copies available. Of those, 41 are print review copies. There's 2,000 that are available for immediate download, 1,500 available for immediate to request. This again shows you the requests that you've made, how many you've been approved, what's open, how many that have declined, and how many you've downloaded, and the ones that you have not yet reviewed. You could actually look at any of them up here. If I put here, and you can put on a date parameter. So you can look at anything that say is within the last 3 months or in the last year or since yesterday. I'm just going to leave it within the last year. So you can click to digital review copies here, see everything that's available. Or what I could do as it sits here and waits and waits. So again, it's pulling everything up because I haven't applied a saved filter yet. So I can go ahead and apply my saved filters. So I can maybe do a genre filter in this case and go down here to YA science fiction and fantasy. Up here, you can set the date parameter again. So I can look at digital review copies within the last year or within the last month or within the last 6 months or all of them. I'm just going to put them on within the last 6 months. You'll notice that there's two types of review copies. There's those that you can download immediately and those that you need to request. Let's talk about those that you need to request first. All of these that we're providing here are available from the publishers. The publishers are the ones that make the decision on who gets a review copy and who doesn't. Most specifically, the publicists make those decisions. So again, that's why you want to make sure that your profile is as strong as possible. So if you want to make a request, you just click on the request bar here. And then what comes up is a review copy request form. It says what your saved profile is here. So again, make sure that that's as strong as possible. We'll let you know how strong we think your profile is. So if it's excellent and above, that's great. If it says it's incomplete, you're going to need to fill in more information or you're never going to get approved. And then what it's going to ask is, why are you requesting this particular title? And here you're going to want to give a short and concise explanation of why you're requesting this particular title. So for example, I would like to use this title in a YA book discussion and also will be including it in my summer reading recommendations for teenagers in my district. And then what you're going to do is click on submit. And then it will go off to the publisher, and whether the publisher will agree with you or not to let you have it. And then you can track those requests here. There are some titles that are available for immediate download. Those will be noted with a green bar here. You can do those anytime that you want. For example, you can take a look at this book and see if you'd like it. So let's see. This one is saying it's YA fantasy. So again, you can click on download and it will download immediately to your e-reader. If you need to set up your e-reader the first time, you'll only have to set it up once. To look for your particular e-reader, go up to the help screen here, go to Librarians, go to Review and Review Copies, and then, come over here. And you'll get the instructions for how to set up your tablet or your iPad or your phone or your Nook. Again, you only have to do that once. Once you set it up, it will immediately download to your e-reader after you have set it all up. After you've done reading your review copy, what you're going to want to do is write a review. It's only fair to write the review of the title because it's actually called a digital review copy. So to be able to click to do a review, all you need to do is click on the review icon here. I actually already read this book. So you can go in and you can actually review the book by using this little slide bar to say how much you liked it or didn't like it. And you can review it on any particular characteristics that you want. If there are no images, obviously you don't want to do the image. And again, just slide the bars to however you want to look at it. And then write what you liked on it, just like you would review any book. You can actually submit this to the publisher if you think that the publisher would think that this was useful. You can also submit this to Goodreads. What's not here, but you will have as a librarian, is to be able to submit it to Library Reads as well. You can go ahead and do that. You can put down the themes of the book. So if this particular book had specific themes, you can go and do that as if you would tag any book, and then you would just click on Save. If you want to see what other people have reviewed about this book, you can look at peer reviews here. Just click on the little number and the information will come up here with anyone who has read it. And you can actually click on those profiles to see exactly what people have been saying about the book. You can also do that by going here. This will actually show you all the books that you have reviewed, books that your friends have reviewed, any books that your colleagues have reviewed. And again, because I'm part of the larger Edelweiss community, and you can be too, you can look at the affiliates and what they're reviewing. Any title that's given a rating of 8 or higher automatically gives it a much love rating, which adds it to the total much love count seen for each title. So you can see this is a much love that I gave this book that I actually finished yesterday. You can track your review, see those from the other people. As I said, you can look at your affiliates, and then you can add those reviews also. If you want, you can add a widget to your homepage. Going to reviews, and you can take a look and put maybe colleague reviews on your homepage so that you can see what your colleagues are actually reading. The other thing that I wanted to show you is Buzz. Buzz is great because it tells you which books are getting the most attention in the review literature, like Library Journal, Booklist, Kirkus, or Publishers Weekly, which have won awards, or generating the most conversation activity in the industry. It's a really powerful feature of Edelweiss that will save you a lot of time and energy. It's rather than having to look through a bunch of different review magazines, you could probably find the information right here. So you just have to click on Buzz on the top of any screen. Once you've done that, you will see various filter options and options to refine your results. So here's the refine your results. Again, remember, saved filters. If you only want to see specific areas, all you have to do is apply the saved filters, and it will apply the saved filters. You can see the honors that the book has. There's another great portion of Buzz, and that portion is called honors. Honors is fantastic because honors We'll show those titles which have received starred reviews from the various review publications like Booklist or Publishers Weekly, and books that have received national or local awards like Library Reads, the Newbery Medal. Again, this is a Publishers Weekly starred review, the Indie Next. So it's really fantastic. For those starred reviews, you click on the honor and you will be taken to the publication page. So if this was actually a Publishers Weekly starred review, so if I click on that, for Publishers Weekly, it will actually take you right to the review page. It'll launch a new page. For others, it will take you actually to the publication's homepage. So you can see, again, if you go into honors, you can look and again, filter by date. So you can only look at those maybe that have received things in the last 3 months. You can refine your results to take a look and see with various things. You might want to look at only those book honors books that have review copies available for immediate download and filter by that. Refine your results and take a look and see what's happening with that. And again, see which honors that they have gotten in the last 3 months. There's a lot of Publishers Weekly here. This one won an Indie Next award as well. And again, to find out more information on any specific book, you just click on this arrow and it will give you more information. So again, you can see the summary of the book, marketing plans by the publisher, peer review. So again, click on this, you can see what everyone is talking about. You can actually see peer data as far as who's ordering what, and the wholesaler information to tell you whether this book is available for Ingram or Baker and Taylor. The other thing that I would like to show you is that you can create a collection. Creating collection is really great. It's because it will allow you to create collections, maybe to create bibliographies or summer reading lists or whatever you like. I have actually created a bunch of different collections that I have. So for example, all the Newbery Medal books I have here. I created a collection of the ALA notable books in fiction. I created a test account for diversity. You can share those collections with your colleagues if you like. Once you have the collections, you can actually go in. Once it loads, and see all of the information about the collection that you created. You can sort this by a number of different categories. You can also view it in different ways. So I've viewed this as 1 book per lane, or I could do it as 2 books per lane, or I can view it as a list of titles. And again, you can do various things with them. You can tag books. So if I wanted to tag this title and say that it is a Newbery winner, I can do so. You can tag it with themes. If you wanted to tag them, say to create a summer reading list, you could definitely do that. You can do a lot of different things with it. The other thing that you can do is by clicking on other actions, you can select all, and then you can create a PDF of this or export it to a file. So you know, it's very good that you can do this. So that's some of the various popular things that you can do with Edelweiss, again, with the free version of Edelweiss. And I hope that this has been useful for you. Thank you very much for your attention.